Gun rights supporters and supporters of the Second Amendment often love to say that gun laws don't make anyone safer. Now, everyone knows I'm a supporter of the Second Amendment. I'm a gun rights supporter. But I have to disagree. I have to disagree strongly. I think gun laws do make people safer. Or at least they make certain groups of people safer. Who are these groups that are made safer by gun laws? Well, it's pretty easy to figure out. It really breaks down into two groups mostly. The first group being criminals. I mean, how much better could it be made for you if you knew that your victims couldn't fight back? If the ability to equalize a violent situation was taken away from people that are weaker than you? If you're someone that preys on the weak, of course you want them to be disarmed. That benefits you greatly. That makes your job a lot safer. If you can break into grandma's house and knock her down or slit her throat and take everything she owns, knowing she doesn't have a revolver in her purse or a shotgun next to her bed, that makes your job so much safer. You don't have to worry. It's a big weight lifted off your shoulders, and it makes you to where you don't have to be quite so picky about who you choose as targets now. You can choose pretty much anyone that you know is at a physical disadvantage, and because you won't obey the gun laws or the violent crime laws or any of those laws, you have a distinct advantage. I mean, you could even be armed because you're not going to obey the gun laws. You're a criminal. So gun laws make it really safe for criminals. If there was a criminal union, I'm sure that would be the top thing on their agenda of things to push through is gun laws, because it's just not safe out there for criminals when people can fight back. And who's the other group of people that benefit the most from gun laws, who are made safer by gun laws? Well, it's the ruling class. Be they politicians or wealthy or corporate interests, whoever it is, the ruling class is made safer by gun laws. Because they are already in positions of power. They already can manipulate the rules to benefit them. So it really is dangerous to them when the everyday common 99%er can fight back or can rise up if they abuse their power. Just look throughout history. It's riddled with examples of this. Throughout history, the ruling class or the aristocracy has ensured their safety by limiting the types of weapons that the peasants can own, limiting how they can store them, making them store them in a central location that's under the control of the lord of the area. Just all kinds of things throughout history they've done to make sure that the 99 people that live outside the gates that have nothing can't storm the one person who lives inside the gates that has everything. I mean, that's just historical fact, and it's good thinking. And it also applies to politicians. If they have to serve a constituency that can actually rise up and fight back, they're less likely to be able to abuse their powers. I mean, you see that throughout the world. Look at places like Africa, where the people have no weapons and the warlords have all the weapons. Well, all it takes is a man with money and power and a petty personality to suddenly become the law of the land, simply because he can enforce his will on people that can't fight back. That's just the way it is. I mean, that's the way life works. That's the way the human race behaves. It's just the way we are. It's our nature. We are a very dominant, aggressive species, and if we can abuse our position, we often will. So the only reason we don't do that often is because we know the masses can rise up and stop us. So if the masses are disarmed, that benefits the ruling class. It benefits the people with money that want to keep their money and write laws that benefit themselves. It benefits the politicians who want to look out for themselves and only want to serve themselves. It looks out just for every person. It benefits the corporations who want to step on the rights of the little man. Because when it really comes down to it, when you lose your ability to fight back physically, everything else is easily taken from you. So I have to say, gun laws do make certain people safer. They make them a lot safer. The only problem is, it's not the right people. You ain't even my real dad.